So there I was, looking at a few online dinosaur stuff like I normally do, and I came across a question. Do dinosaur times have periods? And my feeble brain read it as, do dinosaurs have periods? And the thought spiraled into me looking into if dinosaurs actually had periods. And no, we're not talking about the Cretaceous, Triassic, or Jurassic periods either. So, did dinosaurs have periods? Be known that this video's information is nothing but theoretical ideas of a man who is insanely bored and wanted to scar you all just as I have scarred myself, like I normally do. But this video will also have some facts about real-life creatures living today to back up the hypotheses. First thing to ask is, how did dinosaurs reproduce? Well, the current knowledge, they had to mate first and then the female would lay eggs. Just like birdies of today, and everyone knows that birds are descended from dinosaurs. Anyway, what is a period anyway? So, simply put, it's when an egg isn't fertilized in animals with a uterus, which humans and bats have.
What?
And they drop into blood, and therefore the egg tears itself from the uterus lining. This sounds like it hurts, and many women tell me it is. So here's to all the females having periods. Yay, female. But birds and most other reptiles don't have a uterus, but have oviducts to allow for eggs to be encased in a harder shell than what it is a uterus in mammals. As of today, there are no records of birds or lizards giving live birth. However, there is no evidence for live births in dinosaurs either, but there is evidence to a cousin of the Loch Ness Monster called Dinocephalosaurus, having an embryo absent of the classic eggshell in its own womb. There is still a rule up in the air if the eggshell didn't fossilize, but the embryo was nearly developed as a calf, so it's kind of weird. So there may have been more like a Dinocephalosaurus and that they haven't been found yet. But in my opinion, I'd say this creature's biology was just different overall. Even then, most mammals give live birth, but don't have periods either. So what about whales today? Dinocephalosaurus was actually not a dinosaur. Simply because if it was in the ocean and it had fins, it was not a dinosaur. If it had wings, much like the pterodactyl, it was not a dinosaur. They were known as a different subspecies of stuff. And Dinocephalosaurus is presumed to have evolved into a whale and other mammals. You see in the picture here? Even then, the deal with whales, they go through an estrus cycle, which means they actually menstruate, but covertly, by reabsorbing everything that decided to say bye-bye. So it's likely that Dinocephalosaurus actually just was a precursor to ocean mammals using the estrus method of birthing. But that's an ocean mammal. But what about those titans on the earth, eh? We'll include the Velociraptor too. Did they go through the estrus cycle? No, not that we know of, but I will put this into perspective. If a period is just fluid from an egg that isn't fertilized, would that mean that the eggs we eat on a nearly daily basis are period eggs? Ew! I don't think that's how it works, but that was a metaphor to ruin your life just as much as I do myself, yay! Feel my sorrow and pain. And you can click the like button, subscribe, and check out some new videos on the screen. Catch it next time. Hopefully it won't be so demoralizing next time. Also, yay female. Never mind.